Level 2, cycle 4, green stripe. For this stripe, we're going to be going over the counter to the front leg side kick. So last stripe was blue. We did the front leg side kick in a sparring situation. This is the counter to it, or what we do to defend against it, which for this case, we're going to be working on the down block and punch from a ready stance. It looks like this. Or from a different angle. Now, we are familiar with the down block and punch. We've learned this previously. So now we're just putting it into a more applied situation and using it against a side kick. The side kicks are coming to the body. So this is a great block and punch to use to defend against anything coming to my body. It can be used for other attacks too. But for the case right now that we're using side kicks, we're gonna imagine that side kick coming to my body here. I do a slight lean, take that front hand, drop it down. So I'm using my palm just to check that leg, that kicking leg here. Then I'm going to step forward and throw the punch. So again, little slight lean back. I use my checking hand. Hand comes back up, step and punch. And remember when you're doing that step and punch, I'm turning my hips forward. I'm using that back foot. So when I'm doing this with a partner, it'll look slightly like this. So if my partner, we'll go slow so you guys can take a look here. When my partner does that kick, and of course he does the skip as well, I'm gonna just drop that foot, or put my hand on that foot. And if your partner drops the foot, great. I step in. Now I have this nice open spot to throw the punch. So one more time, my partner's going in with that side kick. I can get that little lean into. Just check it. It doesn't take a lot of power. You just have to deflect the kick, step in, and punch. One other thing to think about when I'm doing this down block and punch is that, of course, I'm going to be bouncing too. Now, if he's throwing the kick, I can always move. That always works as well. But if I'm not able to move, or I'm not able to move fast enough and he's still close enough, that's when I want to be able to throw that block and punch. One more thing I can add is, instead of just the punch, I can always add a back knuckle punch. So if he's throwing that kick, boom. If I have extra time here, I can step in, back knuckle to the head, punch to the body. As long as you're throwing an attack after that block, that's the most important thing. Block and punch. All right, let's take another look. Down block and punch, ready, and 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, and with a partner. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, and attention, bow.